Hello and welcome. In our previous discussion on work breakdown structure, we understood that any project will have a number of tasks. These tasks have to be completed for the project to be completed. We tried to establish what these tasks will be and how we can do that in our discussion on work breakdown structure. Now, in that discussion, we also established that between the two different tasks, there needs to be some kind of a relationship. Now, what these relationships are, we will study in this particular video. In a project, the tasks are also sometimes referred to as activities. In fact, the word activity and tasks are referred to interchangeably. The first type of relationship which is possible between two tasks is known as the finish to start relationship or FS. Now, in this type of relationship, the task B can start only after task A has completed. So task B cannot start before task A has completed. So we represent it as the task B has a predecessor A, or we also write it as A within brackets FS. Now, FS or finish to start relationship is generally considered as the default relationship if nothing is mentioned regarding the relationship between two tasks. So if nothing is mentioned, we consider that the relationship is finished to start. So in most project plans, when we just write A as the predecessor, it means that A and B have got a relationship which is a finish to start relationship. We can see an example. That is, if we are constructing a house, we cannot start constructing the roof till the construction of the walls is completed. So this is a finish to start relationship. We need to consider one more aspect of project planning, that is known as lags. Now, in finish to start relationship or any other relationship that we will discuss later on, it can be possible that B has a predecessor A. However, B can start only after A has finished and after a duration has elapsed since A has finished. So, for example, I can say that B can start only after A has a finish to start plus 1 hour. For example, take an example like I have a constraint that I can start drying my dishes only 1 hour after washing the dishes. So this 1 hour which I am adding to the finish to start relationship is known as the lag. This lag can be negative or it can be positive. Take another example. We can have a software testing assignment which can start 7 days prior to the actual completion of the software development. Many times in our projects, we start the testing before the complete development is over. We do that basically because we will start testing the components which are already developed. So we can save some time in terms of getting the testing team engaged early and start the work. So in this circumstance, I will have a relationship. If B is the testing activity and A is the development activity, I can have a relationship between B and A such that A is the predecessor of B and it has a finish to start minus 7 days to B. So this can be a finish to start relationship. Finish to start is the most common type of relationship which we will have between two tasks. You will notice that in most of the project plans, most of the tasks have a finish to start relationship with their predecessors. However, we have a second type of relationship which is known as the finish to finish relationship. In this, the task B cannot finish until task A finishes. Let's see an example. Supposing we are having to do system design and at the same point of time requirement gathering is in progress. We can decide that we will start the system design while requirement gathering is in progress and we can start designing on the aspects which have been already collected. However, we cannot declare system design as finished until all the requirements have been gathered and those requirements have been incorporated in our design. So this is a typical example of a finish to finish relationship. The third type of relationship which I can have between two tasks in a project is known as the start to start relationship. In this relationship, the work B can start when A starts. So I can start work B along with work A. It can also be possible that I start work B along with work A with a lag. I say that work B has got a start to start relationship with work A such that work B starts after 5 days of the start of work A. So this is possible. We will have many such examples in our projects. Now take an example like I can begin my designing, and at the same point of time I say that while designing has started, you start the purchase of materials. However, I cannot start the purchase of materials until the beginning of the design. If I don't start my design, I will not know what to purchase, so I cannot start purchasing until the design process has started. So this is a typical example of a start to start relationship. The fourth type of relationship possible between two tasks is known as a start to finish relationship. Now this is a very rare case. In fact, I have not come across a single situation in software project management where I have had to establish a start to finish relationship between two tasks. Now this basically says that A must start before B can finish, or rather we can also say that B will continue until A starts. Now I found that there is one example which I could say regarding this from the aircraft manufacturing. Of course, I have no experience in aircraft manufacturing. However, there is something known as the wind tunnel tests in aircraft. Now, the wind tunnel tests are performed until the real aircraft is ready. So, the wind tunnel tests cannot be completed until the flight tests begins. So, this is a start to finish relationship. So, we have discussed the four different type of relationship possible between tasks. Like we have mentioned, tasks and activities are utilized interchangeably. We will see next how to incorporate these relationships into our project network and create our logic.